Welcome, visionaries. Today, we journey to Namibia, a land of breathtaking landscapes and resilient people, where a landmark meeting took place at the very heart of African ambition. This morning, Aliko Dangote, the continent's richest industrialist, paid a courtesy visit to President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, Namibia's first female head of state.
Welcome to Namibia and welcome to State House. We believe on Africa for African, particularly when it comes to our developmental agenda. We are saying no one else can liberate us economically but ourselves. And Africa entrepreneurs are the one we are looking at as citizens of this continent, for us to move to the next level and not just to be seen as a continent of poverty. So therefore, when we are meeting successful African entrepreneur, I'm seeing it really that is an inspiration to the young African entrepreneur also to play their role. So you are welcome. I'm happy finally you have come as we have promised.
Madam President, I want to thank you really for touching the right points. There's no way anybody can come and develop our continent. The continent can only be developed by Africans. And that is why a company like ours, we have actually invested now in almost 12 other African countries, not only Nigeria. You know, Africa is Africa. And I know if we sit back, there's no any entrepreneur, whether from Japan, from US, or from anywhere, that can actually develop our continent. Our continent is very, very rich, but the natural resources and the human resources that we have, they are only good when we put them to work. Natural resources under the ground can remain there forever if it's not harnessed. And that's why, so people like us, entrepreneurs, we must show the way. We must encourage other entrepreneurs. There is no way anybody can come and develop our continent. The continent can only be developed by Africans. And that is why a company like ours, we have actually invested now in almost 12 other African countries, not only Nigeria. You know, Africa is Africa. And I know if we sit back, there's no any entrepreneur, whether from Japan, from US, or from anywhere, that can actually develop our continent. Our continent is very, very rich, but the natural resources and the human resources that we have, they are only good when we put them to work. Natural resources under the ground can remain there forever if it's not harnessed. And that's why, so people like us, entrepreneurs, we must show the way. We must encourage other entrepreneurs to make sure that, yes, it is possible. We have done actually quite a lot of impossible things, you know, when in the last about 8-10 years, mainly East Africa, you know, countries that they were suffering in terms of lack of cement, we went there and we invested heavily between Ethiopia, Zambia, Tanzania, even Southern Africa. We have, I think, the highest African investment there was about $600 $20 million in South Africa.
Family, friends, fellow Africans here in the continent and to you who are in the diaspora, those are two Africans, the President of Namibia, Excellency President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, and the richest man in the continent of Africa, Mr. Aliko Dangote from Nigeria. Aliko Dangote visited President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah of Namibia at the State House in Windhoek, Namibia. And of course, you heard the exchanges of ideas starting from President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah. She's spoken very well about Africa's richness, that Africa does not deserve to be poor because Africa has everything. And the same, Dangote said that we Africans, we need to change our mentality. We have everything. So what we need to do is to invest in what we have. And that's what Aliko Dangote is doing. Aliko is investing in cement industries, oil and energy industries, and that's why he's making a lot of money and become one of the richest. And of course, he's the richest man in the continent of Africa. So he's trying to motivate and energize other entrepreneurs in the continent of Africa to see how they can start investing in the continent of Africa. But one thing that many entrepreneurs in the continent of Africa are facing is restrictions, visas, and the permits. And these are because of disunity. I remember one day Aliko Dangote said that for him to visit the continent of Africa, he need to have more than 35 passports or visas. So you can see how it is difficult. Just imagine a normal citizen. Remember, Dangote is the richest man. Just imagine a normal citizen. Can he or she afford to have all those things? I think it is difficult. So to make things easy, I think we need to remove these tariffs, to remove visas, to remove these barriers that sometimes become obstacles to our entrepreneurs. But all in all, my dear lovely family, Africa, we have no reason to be poor. We have no reason to become beggars because we have everything. Even intelligent people are here in the continent of Africa. As you heard from Madam Netumbo, that Africa has human capital, have natural resources. But what we lack is not capital. Sometimes people are saying we lack capital. No, we are not lacking capital. We are lacking belief and self-confidence. That's what sometimes we lack. Africans, and these things have been made purposely. You know, Africans, we have made to believe that good things must be done by white people. Big investment must be done by white people. That's what we have been made to believe. And that's why even in Africa, when you do good thing, you say, I'm done like white people. If you come on time and say, I'm doing like white people. That's how we have made to be like that. And this is created purposely in order for we Africans to surrender our resources, to surrender what we have to other people. That's why when it comes even to invest in the big projects in your country, black people like you or your fellow black people will not trust you. They say, you are not going to achieve. And even to buy from you, they're not going to buy from you because they don't trust that the product that is going to be produced will be in the quality that they think will be. Even you are going to produce the best product, but as long as that product made from Africa or made by Africans themselves, they see that this product is not good. They are ready to buy or to import fake product from outside because we have made it to love and to trust others than to believe in ourselves and to love ourselves. That's what's happening, and that's what we have made it to be. But we are saying this time we have grown and we know something on the ground, so we have to change, my dear lovely family. We cannot develop our mother continent Africa by depending on others or by waiting on other people to come and do so. I think it is the right time for we Africans to come together to do what is good in life for ourselves. Aliko Dangote is entrepreneur, and of course you know that Namibia has oil, and I hope maybe Dangote want to invest in oil production in Namibia. It will be a good thing. Or maybe in cement industries, and you know very well that people are starting building good houses. So that's why you see Dangote is looking opportunities, and the rest of Africans also we need to look opportunities. It is not about capital, it is not about money, it is about mentalities. We can start slowly, and at the end of the day we can grow. Another issue that I see in the continent of Africa, we are not cooperating, we are not working together. Everyone want to create their own thing. That's the problem of Africa that we have. If someone want to create his own company, everyone want to create his own company or her own company instead of coming together. And that's why you see even our leaders, those who are in political classes, they cannot come together. The same thing you see to the politics or in the continental, the same thing happening to citizens. So I hope if Africans, we are united, we can have our own big company. Look, today, many of companies that are operating in the continent of Africa are coming from outside, and those companies are not owned by a single people or single man or women. It is a group of people putting their small or having shares formed their companies. But in Africa, it is difficult to find that Africans are organized, creating company. It is difficult. It is difficult. First of all, we don't trust each other. We don't love each other. That's why you see to cooperate with me or to cooperate with you, it is difficult. It is difficult to find that we have joint ventures. Company A in Namibia, Company C in Nigeria can come together and form a joint venture. It is difficult. Everyone wants to do his own, and that's why we are still remotely. We are operating remotely. That's why you cannot find a construction company from Nigeria operating in Burundi. Have you heard something like that? No. Have you heard? What we see, maybe South African companies, and those South African companies are owned by white people. That's the difference. I'm talking about black people. Those South African companies that you see, they're operating in DRC, are companies owned by white people. And those white people have their relatives in Europe, in America. And that's why you see a man such as Elon Musk is South African. He's a white man. So he can work with his fellow white South Africans. But when it comes to black people, it is difficult. You can't find that black people in America is working with black people in Africa. Apart from coming or being gathered together like this, sharing skills and knowledge and sometimes speaking. But when it comes to implement things, Africans, we are backward. I think we need to change. We need to change. We need to start thinking on working together, creating companies, and investing in our resources. So I remember one of the musicians, I think it is Akon, wish to build or to create the city in Senegal. I don't know if he still have that dream, because it looks like he was discouraged by whom? By Africans themselves. Today you don't hear what Akon is doing. The city, crypto city of Akon in Senegal. We Africans, we are not working together. We are not supporting. Maybe Akon has idea how many Africans join him and supporting him, that let us create these things we can have share. But we Africans, we want to do things separate. And when you find your fellow African doing well, you become the enemy of him or her. So I think we need to change. And that's why always in this platform we are insisting unity and love. If you read our slogan is one love, one Africa, peace, love, and unity. That's what we are preaching. Without those three things, we cannot achieve. We need to have peace because we are not going to fight each other. We need to have love. We need to love one another. You see, we need unity. If we come united, we can become strong. So, my dear lovely family, after that, let me say thank you. If you have anything to share with us, please do so through the comment section. But all in all, this is a good thing. Make sure that you share the video to other Africans you like it. And also, if you're new, make sure that you subscribe to join the family of Making Africa Great. Our aim is to see the better Africa. And all of us, we participate in building the Africa that all of us, we want. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa. Oh, yeah. You make African great. Thank you, Africa. Thank you, Africa.